What's up, Smithville? Kristen Merriweather here, your friendly neighborhood publisher. Budget workshop number 1 is in the books, and it was a banger. Clocking in at 5.5 hours, it was the longest meeting we've had of the year, and maybe even ever. But it was also one of the most revealing. So first, some good news. In order to generate more revenue, the city can either raise property taxes or raise utility fees. But according to City Manager Robert Tamble, our utility fees are unlikely to be raised this year.
But right now, there are no plans at this time to increase utility fees, water, electric, sewer, or garbage.
But, to be clear, the City of Smithville is still facing some financial challenges. As we mentioned in our last video, property values are decreasing, a first for City Manager Robert Tamble.
Interesting thing that is happening with the BCAT assessed values is that they're lower. I don't remember when the last time in totality our values went down.
So this means the city will collect less in property taxes, leading to less revenue for the budget. And just a friendly reminder, state law requires the city of Smithville to have revenues cover expenses. So lower revenue, we're gonna have to have lower expenses to match. So how much is our city budget gonna be cut? We're still early in the process, and final tax numbers won't be in until the end of July. That budget will start 2% lower than our current budget because the money for the airport hangars was a one-time expense. Councilmember Jimmy Jenkins suggested that departments try and find an additional 3% in cuts for a total of 5%, but he was unsure if they'd end up getting there.
That doesn't mean we're going to find that 5%. I mean, I want them to look to do the best they can to give me a little bit more from what they're doing.
City Manager Robert Tamble noted a 5% cut would be about $835,000. Both Councilmember Jenkins and City Manager Tamble called the 5% cut a target.
Now I have direction. We will give you a budget on the 23rd that tries hard to get to the 5%. So
even if the city is able to come up with a 5% cut, it still doesn't provide the $2 million in matching funds that we'll need for wastewater repairs, something Councilmember Jenkins brought up near the end.
I have to ask this. We have to look for the $2 million. And I'm not saying that we're going to look at a tax note, but I would like to see to make sure.
The next budget workshop is on Wednesday, July 23rd at 5 p.m. in City Hall chambers, and we hope to see you there, Smithville.